Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed and episode number 39 of Be the Change. In this week's episode, I want to talk about the plan going forward for this week on your individual change. And if you're brand new, welcome. Browse through the rest of the playlist and jump in at any point. The lessons at the very beginning should be done in order, but after that you can mix and match whatever appeals to you. This week I want to talk about the power behind your change. We talked many times about the why and the purpose for the change that you are implementing, whether it is just to be a better person or be more organized, or all the way up to starting a new business, moving to a different location, changing up your family, creating a family, whatever it is for you. The why is your purpose, and you always come back to your why. But the how is the power. Now, we've talked about building blocks, and that's along the lines of being organized and having methodical steps to follow so that you have somewhat of a plan or an aim to effect the change, to make the change. And that is important. But the real power in the how are not the mechanical or orderly steps. It's your intention behind it. It's the manner in which you do things. It's your thought. It's your heart. It's your influence, and it's your execution. So think about that for a minute. There's a saying that how you do anything is how you do everything. Think about your reputation at home, at work, at school, out in the community. How do you do things? And is your change that you're working on now motivated by a desire to change how you have done things before? Is it a function of excitement over what you're doing versus boredom before? Why are you making your change, and how are you going about it? The how and your intention really can make an impact. Let's focus on the how this week. And I want you to get out in front of it, not pay attention and observe what you've already done. We do a lot of that in our lives. When you're making a change, you are the driving force. You have decided this, and now you're acting on your decision with your how. You have your different steps, but now you're putting your heart in it, your intention. Who is this for? What is the purpose? Who is going to benefit from this? Why is it important that you can carry on your steps? Why is it important how you do things? Exercise conscious awareness of the things that you are doing towards your change. Try to do it in everything that you're doing in your life, but if this is your first time being aware of this, focus it on your change or one area in your life. Be present in the moment when you're doing the different steps on your change. If it's your meal prep, if it's working out, maybe it's updating the website, maybe it's writing content. If you're still working from home, your change could be to improve your progress on the job. So maybe you are communicating in a different way, in a different manner. You're paying attention. Slow down a little bit if that will help. Pay attention to how you're feeling when you're doing the different tasks, and set that up in advance. Or try to. Intend the different segments. First, I'm going to do this. This task or this part of my day is for this purpose or this person or an obligation that I took on, or something creative for me or something healthy for me. Pay attention and do it. Give it everything you've got. Then move on to the next segment. Maybe now you're working in your job. You've got up and worked out in the morning, had breakfast, took care of the kids. Now you're in your office space and you're working. What kinds of things do you have to do this week, and what part of that is going to be accomplished today? How can you do that the best way that you can? Do you need to rearrange your schedule in order to give adequate attention to the most important things that you have to do today? And then set about and do it. Communicate. Maybe you don't communicate regularly. Some people have a meeting on Monday morning and they talk about the week and go around and make sure everyone has their assignment. Perhaps you're doing that on Zoom now, or you have a conference call, or there are regular reports. Pay attention to what those are. If you are working on a new project or a new creative endeavor and now you're getting ready to go to market and you're working on your ad campaign or your website, you're communicating with your designer or your graphic artist on a logo, what is it that you are intending to come out of that? Often we will get busy and push things and push things. Push it to the weekend, push it to tomorrow, push it to next week. If we can carve out what we are working on with greater intention and focus and get it done now, then our building blocks are going to be achieved quicker. We're going to gain more momentum, and our change is really going to have some power. So beyond the mechanics of what the project or the purpose or the why or the change is, think forward. Who is this benefiting? Whose benefit is this for beyond me, beyond my family, my community, my employer, my coworkers, my employees? The only person that we truly have control over is ourselves. So let's show up with intention and see how it goes. So I hope this was helpful. I gave you something to think about. If so, give me a thumbs up. Leave any comments or questions below, and as always, share it with someone that might benefit. Subscribe to see the other videos, and come back and see me next time. Thanks for watching.